Energy Transportation LLC, the 8760 solution, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year. Driving a large truck is a huge responsibility. When you couple that with the terrain of West Virginia and the growing economy, the responsibility magnifies. At Energy Transportation, it is our mission to have a zero accident policy. This mission starts with you, the captain. We term captain with all due respect to the undertaking you oversee when working for Energy Transportation. At the beginning of each shift, before each trip, and at the end of the shift, each vehicle is visually inspected for safety. This includes, but is not limited to, fluid levels, hose connections, properly working lights, tire pressure, mud flaps, securing loose items. Once the safety inspection is complete, the driver enters his vehicle and performs an in-cab inspection. The driver will always check their mirrors and fasten their seatbelt before driving. Captaining a truck for Energy Transportation is a great responsibility. As you know, the products you transport are in a liquid state, flammable, and environmentally sensitive if not contained with diligent care. The loads you transport move and slosh around, causing opposite forces that can have an adverse effect to the direction of which the truck is traveling. In short, when traveling around a turn, your load forces are magnified in a negative way. When braking, the movement of liquids affects the stopping performance of the truck. Having to make any sudden turns or heavy braking due to unanticipated situations will exaggerate the lack of performance of your truck and will cause loss of control if not properly anticipated. It is essential to consistently monitor the traffic in front of you, as well as each side, including your peripheral vision. Controlling the space around you and utilizing your mirrors as you pass are a must. Drivers must anticipate the actions of other vehicles around them. U.S. Route 50 and Ohio Route 33 are highways unlike an interstate, such as I-79 or I-70, which are limited access. We use U.S. Route 50 between Clarksburg and Parkersburg as a great example. There are many busy intersections without stoplights or caution lights. There is also extreme varied terrain consisting of hills and turns that can affect the maneuverability of your truck. At all times, you need to be cognizant of approaching drivers on these highways and two-lane roads from intersecting side roads. It is also imperative that you be cognizant of traffic in front of you as well as beside you that may be turning on the road or passing you. When approaching a blind turn, it is imperative that you do not cross into the opposite lane when swinging your turns. It is important that you, as the captain of your truck, be in constant control of the proximity of your truck, managing safe distances and anticipating your next move, be it a stoplight, intersection, vehicle you're approaching, pedestrian walking roadside, shredded tire, animal carcass. Once the driver arrives at the loading facility, before they exit the vehicle, proper PPE will be worn. After this, the tractor and trailer are secured with wheel chocks. Next, a ground line is run from the truck to a grounding rod provided by the customer. A vapor recovery line, as well as the load line with a sight glass, are hooked up from the loading valve site to the truck. From here, tank levels are then checked and validated. The valves to the requested tanks are then opened. Loading has begun once the pump has been switched on. The sea level gauge, or a sight level on a water bottle, is used to determine the cutoff parameter. Once the truck is loaded, the vapor recovery line and load line are then gathered from the tank to the truck and stored away. The ground line is removed and stored on the truck. Once the driver enters their vehicle, They begin filling out their work order and manifest paperwork. A copy of the paperwork is then left on site. Unloading follows the same procedures, except the fluid is transferred from the truck to the tank. Energy Transportation LLC, the 8760 solution, 24 hours a day, 365 days a year.